welcome back to my channel. As you can tell today we are doing, well not today, this week, we are kind of doing a swap my screen time with reading time. I have done it before and it was difficult because there were some days where I was on my phone for like 7 hours, and reading 7 hours in a day, when you're reading that often, it just sometimes just drains you mentally. So I'm not recording today, I am pre-recording this intro for you guys because I'm working all week, so the video's gonna be dark, they're not gonna be very clear, so I just thought I would show you me today. I'm off to a 30th birthday party, so I'm a little bit dressed up than usual. But yes, I do not know how often I was on my phone last week. I will find out tomorrow because it starts it fresh every 7 days, and this Monday will be the 7th day. So we'll just take it by there. I am in the middle of reading a couple of books. As you can see, this is my TBR for the month, so I do have a couple to read. I've read this one. I have one that I'm in the middle of reading, so that'll probably one you've seen, and that's what is that called? So I'm in the middle of it. Prison Healer. I'm reading that. That one I am just about finished, and then I have all the rest and a couple of my Kindles. But I am trying to focus on my physical. You know, I've got a lot of books. My TBR is growing and it's not shrinking, and that's what this challenge is for. So I hope you enjoy the dark footage, the late night reading with me. We shall see how it goes. Roll the camera. It is Monday, right? And I'm in a reading mood, but I only have 2 hours and 2 minutes to read today. I've already read an hour on my lunch, as you would have saw from that minuscule little video just then. I was at Costa on my lunch break, so I had a caramel latte and read for an hour, so I only have an hour and 2 minutes left. But I really want to finish this book today, so like this is difficult because I wanted to just read the rest of the night and I only have an hour and 2 minutes. So we'll see how this goes. Surprisingly, I haven't actually got a lot of hours to read this week other than the weekend, and I am going to struggle with that. So what I'm probably going to do is, nearer to the end of the week, I'll read more than I need to on that day, just so I can obviously still get those hours in, because Saturday and Sunday I have plans. Not full day plans, but I have plans, therefore I can't read for 7 hours. So kind of embarrassing that I was on my phone for 7 hours on both Saturday and Sunday, but here we go. I am starting, which I'm halfway through, The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller, and I am obsessed with this book currently. It's beautiful, like honestly it is a stunning book, and it's just romanticising right now. So it's, to give you a little debrief if you haven't watched my last video, if you haven't, why? It is second in the world of the, what is it, the shadow within us, or something along those lines. I put the book up here, and they're both singular books. They're not like a duology, they are standalone novels, but the storyline kind of goes on. So this is the sister, and then the one before that is her sister as well. It does have references to the first storyline, so if you want to, like, this is what I'm annoyed about, if you want to kind of not know how the first couple ends, read the first book, and then, because it's mentioned here, like how the ending goes, it's mentioned in this book, so now I kind of know how that story is going to go, which is stressful, but it's fine. It's fine. The main girl is 19 and she marries a duke who is like ancient, like old, like grandpa material, and after a couple months of their marriage he dies. And then another person who says he's a duke kind of comes in and takes over, and she's not liking that because, one, she just got her freedom, she got the money, she got everything, and she can do what she wants to, because girls back then, their fathers kind of sold them for a dowry, like those children kind of were their property, but once they'd married and then they died, they're like a free woman, so she can honestly do whatever she wants. And then obviously he comes along and kind of can't do that no more, and she's furious. But obviously there's a love interest in there, and because it's a romantasy, there's a fantasy aspect. I want to discuss stuff with you, and I am tempted because there's certain parts where I was reading Costa and I was just sat there like, I had to like look out the window and like, because I was smiling so much, I was just like stop it, it's so cute. Oh, it had me blushing really bad, but I can't tell you because it will spoil it and I do not want to do that for you. If you want to message me down below and then talk about it, please do, because I need someone to discuss a couple of these sentences here. Surely not. Surely. No. No. Really? Well, I see it. I see it now. I understand the meaning of this story. It's taken me up to page 202, but I understand now. I am shocked. It just, light bulb, honestly, wow. I'm popping on for the last time for today because I just wanted to read out this love declaration, right? And I'm so sad, so sad, that was a combination of those two. I'm so upset that it's over 2 pages. I would love to capture it in a picture and like keep it back heart. She says, "Is that what you feel for me? Passion?" And he says, You make me forget all my rules and reasons for everything. You make me want to believe it's possible not to be alone forever. You make me want to claim the whole world and gift it to you on a silver platter. You are unlike anyone I've ever known, and God's, but I love your mouth, the way it smiles, the words that come out of it, how it feels against mine. Just looking at your lips makes my mouth water. I have been reading for 2 hours and 2 minutes today and I have loved it. I could read so much more. I really, really could. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick with my plan. You guessed it. It's another day. It's Wednesday. I am in the middle of reading The Wicked Fox. There's no it's just Wicked Fox. And I need to read for just shy of 4 hours today, and I have not read on my lunch break today, so I met my mum at Costa, so I'm a bit behind. I read for half an hour on the way to work. I need to read for 3 hours and 20 minutes today. It is 4 minutes past 6 and we need to kind of get started. I am only on page, what am I on? Page 30 on this, and so far, so good. It has dual paragraphs. So the first one was our main girl and then the second one was the main guy, and it kind of opens up a little bit of the main girl, like a little bit of a backstory, what she kind of does, and then the main guy, it kind of threw you into his day at school, and then at the end of his paragraph they both meet. And so far so good. Like there's no love interest yet, obviously. I'm only 30 pages in. It's just kind of just opening the world up a little bit, so I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of vlogging now, and then probably later on tonight when the camera's going to be real dark and dingy, I will update you with where I am. I could be reading, hopefully I can read a lot of pages tonight, but we shall see. I've had a long day at work. I'm probably gonna end up reading just before bedtime. Like I'm probably going to be reading, then I need to get ready for bed, and then bed, like there's nothing else for me to do today because I got reading to do. Is it bothering me that I've been reading this long? Not yet. Ask me, it's on a Wednesday, so maybe ask me that question Saturday and I will let you know. next day, guys. As you would have seen yesterday, I have just got past just shy of 100 pages. With the story plot, the main girl and guy have met each other now, and he knows that she's a gumiho. He is starting to understand that all the fairy tales that his like mum and dad told him when he was younger and his grandma is real. Not much is going on. The main girl, Mi Young, she has a shocking relationship with her mum. Like, when I say shocking, I mean hatred. Honest to God, hatred. Her mum kind of says, you are my daughter, therefore you are beautiful, you are strong, you are perfect, you cannot make mistakes because you are my daughter. Yeah, so then there's that, which is obviously insanely toxic. And then the guy, his mum abandoned him with his grandma when he was younger. His mum never wanted him. His mum has another child who she appreciates, and then she doesn't give a damn about the main guy. Point now where the two are kind of like with each other. They like spend company with each other because it's nice to be with someone who cares. But I'm not in the storyline yet, like not happening. It's just slow. It's just like getting to know the characters. Again, don't really have much to say to you. I have 2.5 hours to read today. I have read for half an hour this morning on the drive to work, therefore I have 2 hours left. It is 6:30, so I've got to read till 8:30 tonight. I'm going to probably try read maybe another hour because I want to knock away the hours from this weekend, because I think it's kind of impossible to read for 8 hours on a Saturday. Don't know what I was doing last Saturday, but I was just probably just sat on my phone all day. So there's that. Screening right now. I wanted to change up where I record because I always record on the main sofa, and I do have a chair over the other side of the room. So this is the other side of my living room, guys. I have quite a bit of an update for you guys. It's Saturday, it's not morning, it's the afternoon, I do apologise. Life be lifing. But yesterday I finished Wicked Fox by Cacho. Yes. I wanted to love this book. I did. I bought this special edition, and it's also signed by the author. Yes. And I just couldn't care less for this book. It wasn't awful. Like, I'm not going to rate it a 1 or 2 star. I'm just going to rate it 3 star. It was fine. I wasn't obsessed with it as I thought I was. I think I went into this book with my expectations way too high, and that kind of backfired. To give you a brief overview of what this is, it's a girl, the main girl is a gumiho. She's a 9-tailed fox, I believe it is, and then the main guy is just human. He is a mundane. Stuff happens between them two, and people die, people go into comas, people get wounded, people get murdered, they fall out, well, they fall in love, they fall out, they fall back in love again. It's just, to me, there wasn't enough plot for me. I like a book with plot most of the time. Yes, I do like some smut here and there, but I like my romantic books, and this one was that, just more, less plot. It's hard to explain. It's a 3-star read for me, and I'm glad I read it because it was on my physical TBR for such a long time. So I'm glad I've read it. I really am. I'm glad I've read it, and then I can tick it off. I'm probably not going to keep it though. I'm probably going to sell it because other people will like this. I just wasn't feeling it. So I finished that one, and then this morning / last night, I also have started Darker by 4. It's the Fairy Loot edition, and it's stunning. Like, honestly, it's stunning. Today I need to read for 6 hours. It was originally 8 hours, but yesterday I kind of knocked off a couple of hours from that, thank God. But I'm going to struggle. I don't think I'm going to read 6 hours today because like I said, I have plans. I am a little decent way in this though, so I can kind of tell you a little briefing of it. Basically, our main people are Grim Reapers. And I kind of went into this book like, ooh, not knowing anything. And it was a nice surprise. All our people are Grim Reapers, and there's like a huge pile up of cars. And so many people have died. It kind of goes into details of like passing over souls, like what children are like, what adults are like, and it goes into that detail, and it's not gloomy per se. I mean, yes, it's a little bit sad, but it's more interesting. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Am I going to finish this weekend? Yes, that is the aim. I'm probably going to read most of this tomorrow, just because I'm off to the cinema soon. I'm off to see Coraline in 3D. I think it's their 20th anniversary, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. So yeah, she'll end up seeing me later today with this book, but I'm going to leave. I didn't record yesterday just because I had a long day, right? A long day. After work, I went out for a meal, had this beautiful pizza at Rudy's, and it was chef's kisses. And then I came home and I was like, I don't want to be behind a camera today. So I didn't record a single ounce of footage. And I just finished the book and then started this one and then went to bed. So that's why you are missing a day. But it's been a long week. I'm kind of at the point where I just need a reading break, because I did reading vlog last week and that was uploaded, and then I'm doing one this week, so I'm hanging on by a thread, guys. But if I read this, then I've at least accomplished 3 books this week, and that is the aim. So we'll see how that goes. It's Sunday, you guessed it. Have I read the time needed for yesterday and today? No, I have not. I was supposed to read for 6 hours yesterday and 6 hours today, and I think in total I've read maybe four, nearly 5 hours. I'm kind of hitting a slump, so I don't want to read anymore. So I'm going to end the video here. It's been an experience. It has been an experience. I finished off Darkness with a Nose, and when I tell you obsessed, I love this book. Very much so, very much so. There's a couple of things in here that I want to go back and annotate it, because there was a couple of sentences where I wanted to annotate at the time, but I didn't have a pen or anything with me, so I just moved on, and now I've forgotten what page it was, so that needs sorting out. But yeah, it kind of gives me Beauty and the Beast vibes, and as you would have saw, I had a clip where I was reading it and I was like, no. That's when I realised, because I don't know if people go into this book knowing that, or if I was just really slow and did not realise that until a later date. But Beauty and the Beast inspired is what I got from this. And it is true enemies to lovers. Well and true, like they hated each other. Like there was attempted deaths and stuff in here, and it was just, yeah, it was top tier enemies to lovers. And I suggest you read this, because I then went on to read Wicked Fox by Catcher, and I wasn't feeling it this time. Just in general, not my cup of tea. I expected something more, and it wasn't giving. I'm a little bit sad about it. Basically, it's about the main girl. She's a Gumiho, so she's a 9 or 6-tailed fox. So it's got that type of gods in it, those demons in it, and it's got like a relationship between the main female character and then the main male character. There's like family drama going on in the background. It's a little bit like a K-drama. And yes, K-dramas are slow. They are slow burns. It takes you like 7 episodes for the main people to kiss. Usually, I'm all about that. Especially K-dramas, like I love sitting there and watching it all day, and it's just so cheesy and it makes you blush compared to like the UK English series, like 1 episode in and they've done everything they can do, and sometimes it's a bit, yeah. Anyway, this one I couldn't resonate with. I wanted the book to finish, and that's how I know I wasn't loving this book. There was nothing wrong with the writing. Like, the writing was amazing, the descriptions were amazing. I just couldn't care less for this book, which is a shame. It's a shame. So I'm gonna probably get rid of this. If you're interested in this, have a look at my Vinted. I'll put it down below if you're interested. But yeah, I couldn't care less for this one at all. And then recently I moved on to Darker by 4. This is the hardback. I don't have the cover on it because it rips when I'm reading it, so I take them off. This one I am not that much into it. I think I'm like just shy of 100 pages. So far I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Obviously it's like a 400-page book, so I kind of don't know the depth of the storyline. It's still feeding it to me. I've met so many people, like so many people. That's fine, that's fine. We can deal with that, we can deal with that. It's about Grim Reapers. It's about, like, I'm gonna say, like, they're called Renovants, so it's kind of like a demon, and some of them can like shapeshift to look like humans, and yeah, so it's a world like that, and then it's got people who go in and kill them, which I like because currently it's reminding me of the anime Chainsaw Man. If you know, you know. If you don't, probably get to know. So I'm enjoying it so far. Like I said, there's really not much to say about it, but it's giving me good vibes at the moment. And it's pretty, which also really helps. I have struggled this week just because last weekend I did a reading vlog where I read all of Saturday and all of Sunday, and then I've continued reading vlogs, so I've recorded and read every single day this week. So I think next week I'm going to have a bit of a breather. I'm probably not pick up a book at all. I was hoping to finish Darker by 4, but girl couldn't cope. She couldn't cope. And being behind a camera this often is a little bit uncomfortable because some days you don't want to be put together, you don't want to do anything, you just want to just be comfortable and not always have to think of like camera angles and everything. So this week has been and done for me, thank God. I think this video probably would have been better if I wasn't working. If I was like at home, it would have been a lot better. But having to work from 8 till 5, then obviously drive home, do the food shop, go to appointments, meals, and then come back and then record, a little bit of a downer some days because it's just too much is going on. But it's finished, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will look forward to seeing you in next week's video. Next week's video is my favourite video of the month. We get to choose next month's TBR, and I'm feeling autumn, I'm feeling cozy vibes, I'm feeling magic. Yeah, so let's go for it, and I will see you next week. Bye.